Do you know what life looks like for a weak man? It's not being homeless, it's not being starving, and it's not being in poor health. It's actually disguised very, very more cleverly than that. A typical weak man's day will look something like this. He wakes up pretty tired, banging alarm, that iPhone. After that, he'll get up, coffee straight away, stimulate himself, and then go to work. So that job, it's not that bad. It really isn't that bad. It could pay a bit more. It's just about keeping him above board. You don't find it that boring, but also it doesn't really get you fired up as a man, as it really should. Okay, you finish there, and then what do? Go straight to the pub, because, you had a long day. How do we de-stress? Oh, we drink some alcohol. Yeah, nice, that's okay. And then what do you do when you're there? You have a big, high-carby, processed meal, because you've worked hard, you deserve to treat yourself. And then you'll sit and chat with your mates, with your peers. And when I say sit and chat, realistically, what we're doing when we're talking, we're commenting on other people. We're commenting on what other people are doing, the things they're trying, what they're doing, what we think is gay about it. And we'll talk about the government and the news and what's going on there, what we don't like and how it should be run better and this and that, and just general chit-chat and crap conversation. And then we'll go home to your girlfriend, which she's kind of nice. She's all right, a bit cute, been with her a few years. Like, she's kind of cool, doesn't really get you that stimulated, doesn't help you grow anything, but she's not that bad, She's okay. Now that, boys, is my idea of hell. And you've got to ask yourself this question. If you're living a life like that, which most men are, that is a common days man. Why were we put on this earth? Why were you, in your unique way, put on this earth? If you live that sort of form of a lifestyle, what stories do you have to tell? What lessons do you have to pass on? That individual would have none. Nothing to show for his life, nothing to pass on down to future, and nothing exciting to really share. And there's no right or wrong way to live. But we were all equal when we came out the womb, and we were gifted this beautiful thing called life. And yet people take it for granted. And they think that time is infinite. And then they have nothing to show for it at the end. So this video, I aim to actually just open your perspective so you can start thinking on a new level and change your trajectory of your life through the thoughts in your own head. And the reason I want to do this is because I did it myself, and life has now become so much fucking exciting. I wake up every day. I literally decided, what do I want to do? And I'm literally living it and making it happen. I've not had bad jobs in the past. Life's always been okay at the time that I thought it was. But we can do more, we can do better. And now I'm in fucking Mexico. I've got purposeful work. I'm in a place I want to be in. My physique's fucking starting to look the best it's ever looked in my life. And I can see where I'm going. I've got challenges. I've got things that I could fail at. And I'm really living life on the edge, and it's fucking very exciting. So a book that has really helped me get there is this one here. Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Very, very good book. You may need to read it a couple of times because it kind of speaks in a bit of riddles and it's not the most clear. But once you've read it a couple of times, different points in the book will resonate with you at different points in your life. So there's 3 thoughts that I've extracted from the book, but I can add to you in how they've helped me in the context in my own life. The first thing we need to understand is that life is happening for you, and we must suffer in order to grow. So you go through life suffering, and you can't see why at that very given time, but it is necessary for what God has next for you at this point in life. To add some context, I left my job in the military because I wanted to go and pursue a personal training career in Dubai. I got to Dubai. I was doing this job, but nothing was really starting to connect and take off. The money was low. I would go in and I was trying to learn, and I was making a mess of it. I was getting terrorized by the peers, the mentors above me. And it felt like I was never going to succeed at understanding how to do physique transformations for people, how to really coach, how to communicate effectively with clients. And that was always something that I'd struggled with anyway, because I was quite a stern, dry person being ex-military, that then to try and get on board people's page, apply empathy, understand why things are the way they are, was always a challenge for me, and it felt like I was just banging my head against a brick wall, along with being able to see the beauty, the fame, the wealth that is in Dubai, and where everything attracts to those people. Dubai is no fun place to be if you've not got that much money and you haven't got that much to show. Let me tell you that for free. But then I moved on to do a contract in the Middle East where it had a load of ex-military people. And funnily enough, that's where I started to stack some good money. But more importantly, that is where the skill that I'd suffered from and finally overcame, by the way, towards the back end of that year, actually got great results and understood how I did it and the context behind it. That tangible skill with my people being from the military or ex-military or still serving, combining those two of physique transformation and those people now gave me a lot of purpose and direction in life and allowed me to then move online and do what I do now. But the point is, I can only connect the dots backwards. The only thing I would have said to myself when I was in Dubai is, just keep suffering, just keep going. Everything is meant to happen for a reason. We are meant to suffer so that we can grow. If we suffer, we grow, we get to the next level. You cannot grow without suffering. It's just the way the universe works through push and pull. So be okay with suffering. I would say, if anything, I would say move towards suffering. If your life is so mundane and bland and you don't really have any challenge or suffering, go and fucking find some, because it will help you grow as a person. The next thing that's really helped me is do not be overheard complaining and talking about others. And I've really seen this in firsthand very recently. When I was on that contract, I was living with a guy, and he used to complain a hell of a lot about everything. If it wasn't his ex-missus, it was about the taxman, it was about the government, it was about how young people shouldn't be getting certain jobs. The list was literally endless, and he would almost like wind himself up from the start of one comment in a conversation. What type of person do you think that ends up making you become? You will only attract pure negativity when you speak in that way. And like, I believe the universe will give you what you put out, but even if you don't, look at it like this. If you're speaking in that negative way about people, about the world, and nothing's your fault, you're looking at things from the perspective of a victim mindset. And a victim mindset will keep you a victim forever. The moment you decide, I am a lucky person, luck comes to me, life is fucking sick, even if it doesn't, you frame your mind to look through a new lens, a new perspective on the way life should be. So for me, I just say I'm a fucking lucky person. Luck always comes to me. I took my dad out for dinner the other day and we rang up. They're like, no real tables. There might be one in the booth. You could try when you get here. We got here. I went, you watch, Dad. I'm a lucky person. I bet they've got a table for us. Drops round to the back. Oh, yeah, there's a booth free. Told you. I was going through an airport. Bit where you scan your passport. I was like, never get stopped here. Why? Because I'm a lucky person. Even if I got stopped, which I didn't, I would just be like, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. But you may as well view life from the perspective that you are lucky, that luck is coming to you, and that life is fucking beautiful. Because if you don't, trust me, you will view everything from a negative, you will focus on that, and then life will become more negative. You will act from the thoughts that you've been thinking, and you'll just have a miserable shit life. So do never be heard complaining. Another thing that annoys me about people that complain is, you're almost being like, the thing you're complaining about is more important and better than you, and you're being a little bitch to that thing. The moment you don't complain about it, you just flip it and you're now above that thing that is what is. You need to have a mindset that nothing's going to bother you, or you can just move through life because you're so content and you're a fucking G inside yourself. And then the third one, serve others. Resist our urges and don't be rash. That is obviously straight out of the book. Serve others. If you're lost in life and you don't know what to do, the quickest way to find purpose and direction in life is to serve others. There is something that you enjoy. There is something that you would help or love to help other people with. It could be anything. It's been done before, whatever the thing is that you like, because people are like people. It doesn't have to be something brand new and unique. But you need to find what that is. You need to find who you'd like to help, and you need to start doing it, even if it's for free, as a hobby on the side, because that will give you more purpose, more direction, and more get up and go in your life than any fucking job that is assigned to you ever will. And trust me when I say, when you do that, and you help someone, and they get a result, and they're fucking buzzing with you, there is nothing that will make you feel more content. You get better at it, and before you know it, you monetize it, and you're doing something that you actually enjoy. Resist our urges. That monkey on your shoulder will always try and pull you back to mediocrity. He'll tell you to go and knock one out. He'll tell you to go and eat the junk food. He'll tell you to fucking go and sit on social media for 10 minutes. He'll tell you to text that girl back when you know you fucking shouldn't because she pied you off. He will always try and pull you back to mediocrity. The moment you can understand that and make him fucking starve is the moment you will be in control of your life. Resist our urges. A man that has his urges under control is a very, very powerful man. Don't be rash. Do not just jump into things. Live with your fucking head on ice, but your heart on fire. My mentor from the army once taught me that saying, and it always fucking stuck with me. Take a second before things happen and things are stressful. Breathe. Think for a second. Things only are what are. These are just emotions you're feeling. They will come back down. Do not make decisions on based on these harsh emotions. And boys, that's really everything I have for you. Try to look at life from this new perspective. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you must live by this. I just like you to look at it through the lens of something deeper and meaningful. The moment we look a bit deeper into Stoicism, and some people may think it's like wishy-washy, but it just zooms out and gives you a different North Star to follow your life with. And realistically, if we only lived from a shallow surface and a perspective, what's the point? What's the fucking point in life? We just do that and then that's it, and we never achieved anything great. Stoicism has really helped me, and hopefully it will help you too with this little intro towards it. If you found this video useful, hit the fucking subscribe, like, comment, challenge me in the comments, follow me on Instagram, all that crap, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.